help me!
You gotta be kidding me!
Damn it, fellas, get going!
So this all started out with me gaining interest in the new FE2 update with its new events and abilities, but then I remembered seeing a certain hard map in some FE2 videos near the end of 2022, one that was previously removed, one that I trashed on more than one occasion.
Hi guys! Hi Steve.
Yep, the original Fallen has returned from the ashes of my roasts, now labeled Fallen Classic. And my reaction upon seeing this change can be summed up as... okay, but why? For those who are unaware, in last year's April Fool's video, I expressed a passionate dislike towards Fallen, and anyone who's played FE2 would know why. There are numerous reasons to dislike this map, from the uninspiring design to the literally empty visuals, and how the map quality visibly matches its production. And yet, strangely, after all this time, I find I can no longer hate it on the same level as I once did. And I think it might be something to do with the release of the insane version from April last year. But first, a little bit of backstory. Towards the end of 2020, around the production time of Slap Attack 2, I was working on an FE2 video to truly cap off the year. It was meant to be a sequel to the untitled random FE2 video where I'd give my 10 cents on a new update, and in that case the new difficulty system, as well as a walkthrough for the newly added Crazy map. But there was another map added around that time that also had a moment in the spotlight. And that map was, you guessed it, the original Fallen.
Hi there!
When I first played this map, I almost immediately hated it. Not only did I find it boring and tedious, but unlike Decrepit Seas, the map looked the same all around. And because of that, it very quickly became my least favorite map in the game. So why don't I feel the same hatred towards it as before? Come the day after April Fool's 2022, the new Insane version was added to the game, replacing the old one, and this version fixed pretty much every problem I had with the original. If you want to hear my thoughts, there's a link in the description for that video. And with that done, I basically found peace knowing that this map was finally done justice, so with both versions now coexisting in the game, I find there isn't as much of a reason to hate it as there was before. And the more I play it, the more I realize that you can do worse in this game. The gameplay is borderline maximum monotony, sure, far worse than Decrepit Seas, but I'd argue it stands out more because of that and the basic ass visuals. And as simple as it may be, at least it's not annoyingly cramped like Lava Tower. And I'll fully admit, it is kind of fun to see players failing on a map as straightforward as this. So if all that said, does this mean I like it now? God, no, it still sucks. I'd rather play Dark Side Facility over and over and occasionally die to that damn jump. But in all seriousness, just use mouse lock and it becomes 10 times easier. But with the knowledge that this map's potential has finally been fulfilled, I've more or less accepted it for what it is. A low quality map with a basic design, which to me at least gives this map an identity. More so than a handful of other maps, dare I say. And that's honestly more than anything I've ever said about this map before. You guys can call it minimalistic garbage or a monochromatic snore, and I wouldn't mind one bit. But to me, there's at least some feelings to be felt towards this oversimplistic little mess. Sorry, Decrepit Seas, you're still my least favorite map. But enough of that crap. You all want to know my thoughts on the recent updates. Short answer, they're pretty good. Long answer, oh boy. The new maps are good. Northern Mill is quite literally Northern Workshop with a construction thrill skin, so hey, now you get to play the map all year round. Toxic Woods is just Poisonous Forest, except everything's green and... But Poisonous Forest is pretty good, so I'm not complaining. A few new map events have been added. All group buttons has been changed to random group buttons to make things less predictable. Exploding buttons has the game pull a weekly, and Booby Trap the FE2 buttons! Not really a problem if you're remotely a speedrunner. Fog takes a page from Slender and reduces your visibility in all directions, so good luck navigating Toxic Woods if you don't know the layout.
I can't see shit!
And the most mind-bending of them all, mirrored maps. Described by Crazy Blocks himself as literally changing the way you play each map, the whole place becomes flipped and you end up making loads of wrong turns because some parts look so similar regardless of the flip. And believe me, it really got me a few times.
Well, ain't that a load of shit?
But if you just go against your instincts at those parts, you'll get through with barely a hitch. Plus, sometimes the map is easier with mirror mode. Last but not least, the ability changes. The slide ability is much quicker and snappier, so the margin for error is more lenient. That's cool and all. But there's one new ability I'm sure most players are unaware of. The air dive. By pressing E in midair, your character drops down like a concrete donkey. Meaning you can now fall through tight passages and exit them much quicker than before. It's pretty situational, but in those situations, this could be game-changing. How much, you may ask? You could finally speed across that awful bridge in Sky Sanctuary, and those piles in Lost Desert too. Oh man, the only thing that would make it better is if you get to do a superhero landing. And those are my thoughts on the recent FE2 updates. Sorry for not uploading anything in January. It's just with how long the big FE2 video is taken and the fact my next big video doesn't begin production till around March. I just wanted to fill in that gap to keep you guys tuned in. And hopefully I'll be able to continue a certain other series, if I can bring myself to persist. So in the meantime, stay tuned for some great stuff coming this year. Baneworth out.